Julie. It's Friday. And hey, I'm dressed. And I've even brushed my teeth and put a bare minimum of makeup on. Just eyeliner. Mascara. We are, let's see, this Monday, this Monday, we will be 3 weeks out from my initial injury on my foot. 3 weeks. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to attempt, I will bring Reagan with me, possibly Reagan and Mariah, and take turns, we'll see. But we are going to attempt some Lookie Loos at the dumpsters. That doesn't mean that we're getting in and getting stuff. We might not find anything at this point. It's a little, late for like end of school year stuff. We're definitely too far past that. It's possible that there will be, other cleanouts and stuff that they're doing. We might hit retail, but the idea is we're doing Lookie Loos. We're listening to my foot and what it tells us, because my main concern is the driving. So we won't be able to go very far because it's my right foot, and that is, of course, the foot that you use to drive. So I don't know if all cars are like that everywhere, but mine sure is. So we're just going to see how it goes. And with that, and of course, the cost of gasoline anymore, that's what we're going to attempt. That is what we're going to attempt. So stay tuned for that on Sunday, right here at the Frugal Family. We're going to give it a try. We're going to see how it goes. My foot will lead the way and determine what all is what. You might notice different camera angles because the kids will be helping. It'll be an adventure. How about that? Anyway, hello, Rebecca and Stephanie and Rita. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Manuela. Hi, Christine, a full-blown Halloween-esque type place? Yeah, I am. There's a lot of things going on in our lives. Hello, Cynthia. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I'm just diving with purpose. Rose is here. What do you mean I have no sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know why you wouldn't. Manuela says the sound's okay. Cynthia says she can hear me. Rose can hear me. So Rita, it's something on your end, my love. I don't know what. Hello, Renee. Yeah, it's rare that anyone in the world can't hear me. Hi, Marie. Okay. Side note, funny story. I worked at Walmart, a couple of different ones for years and years. It's where I met both of my husbands, the first and the current. Excuse me. Reggie, will you look in the Mickey Mouse backpack and grab that cold medicine that's in there? It's in a box. I don't know if I have any more daytime kind, but we'll give it a try. Oh my God, Cynthia, stop it. Stop it. She's a nut. I hear you in my dreams. Oh, I'm so flattered.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. What?
Is it the Dayquil?
Yeah.
There's nothing in it.
The box is empty?
Yeah.
That means they fell out. Listen, in the bathroom, on the shelves in front of the toilet, there's like an orange bottle of Dayquil. Will you bring that to me? We're gonna have to go with the liquid variety, unfortunately. Yeah, Renee, like I've been fighting it for days and days. You guys know, I mean, my immune system is trash and Yes. Ha! Nectar. Thank you, son.
It doesn't taste good, though.
No, it doesn't taste good at all. We've got, get your drinks ready, Frugal friends, because it's a hell of a day. We're gonna talk some talk, okay? You get your drink ready. I've got mine. Oh, good, Rita. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I haven't been taking my echinacea or my zinc as often as I should have, and that normally helps me stay on top of getting a cold. Whew. And it's all crusty, dried around the top. So yeah, that's gross. Blah. Stephanie, I am sorry to hear that. Her daughter has COVID. I wish her a speedy recovery. Oh God. Yeah, I've been fighting this cold for a couple of weeks. You know, it hasn't gotten bad. It's just annoying more than anything. Knock on wood that it doesn't get bad. So anyhow,
Fern wants in.
yeah, let her in.
Behind you.
Yeah, that's fine. She can come in. Oh, I wonder if you guys can see it, the cat behind me. You probably, I don't know if you did or if you could, but, oops. Mimi,
Yeah?
will you come help me for 2 seconds? I squeezed some water from my water bottle onto my hand because that Dayquil is sticky. Will you get that towel? Be nice to mommy. We are all over the place this morning, Frugal friends. There's,
We're making a movie.
yeah, there is a lot going on, and I have recorded a video already, which I'm not going to post because I recorded it in a place of darkness. Yes, darkness. That's part of why I'm embracing the darkness today. You guys love this necklace? Larita gave that to me. Because I find that if I embrace it like in the look, it helps to alleviate the darkness inside. Something like that. I was a creative writing major, okay? Things get funny. Oh God, how is my ankle? Renee, we're getting close. We are really getting close with the ankle. Yeah, we are really getting close. Things are moving along. I am going to finally go and get new images next week. The swelling is almost completely gone, other than the exact spot where the tendons or ligaments, wherever they're called, where they ripped. There's still a nice big lump on the top side of my foot. And for some reason now the bottom middle of the sole of my foot is starting to hurt. So my guess is that something else was going on deep in the layers of my foot that didn't show up on x-rays. So we are going to go get those done, and then we will know for sure, if it's going to need to be operated on, or who knows. We'll get that done. But if you didn't hear me talking about it, because we are almost 3 weeks out, and because I'm going insane, never thought I would miss dumpster diving the way that I miss it when I can't do it. It's different. Mimi, go play. At least brush your hair if you're going to be in the video. It's one thing when you don't want to do something. It's something else entirely when you can't do something and then you want to. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Cynthia, thank you so much. I'm going to be out in the garden quite a bit more this evening as well. And I've gotten some other stuff done as I've scooted around and had the kids help and whatever. Hello, then Julian. I'm so glad you're here. So you'll see some of the other flowers that are coming on and doing their thing. But anyway, the dumpster diving, I miss it mostly because groceries are so damn expensive right now, and I am hoping to find, who knows, something to help supplement the budget. We're fine, okay? We are fine. But, you want to stretch things out, just, spread the pennies. But also just for the fact that I can't or haven't been able to go dumpster diving. That just drives me crazy. It was the same way during lockdown. I'm generally a homebody unless I'm traveling to parts unknown, usually Disney these days. I'm actually generally a homebody. I don't care to go anywhere. But then when it was that we couldn't go anywhere, all of a sudden my feet were on fire and I'm like, we gotta go somewhere. It's the same. I don't know if your brain works that way, but as soon as something is taken out of my control, or rather the decision, that's it. That's all I can think about doing. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. But we are going to go out this Sunday. Myself and Reagan, possibly Mariah, we'll see. And we're just going to go suss things out. Gas is too damn expensive to do the, 90-mile round trips that I did once upon a time for a long, long time to actually find stuff to show you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay within a 10-mile radius all the way around and see what we see. We'll try public schools. We might try retail. It's going to be determined by my foot because of the driving. I've found that if I scoot my foot up on the pedals, I can still maneuver them and it doesn't hurt so bad. But then you don't have as much control when you're using like the back of your foot or the middle of your foot as you do when you're using your dedos, your toes. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I'll be careful, Cynthia. I will. That's the other thing I was going to warn you guys. There might be different. You might notice the recording being a little different because I will probably put the headgear on Reagan. So there'll be a height differential. There'll be, it probably will be different. We'll see. No, you're not. It's all, we'll see. It's going to be an adventure. We're going to get out. You know what? I have been getting out a little bit. I went to the movies last night with my husband for date night. We went and saw the new Top Gun Maverick movie. I was very pleased with, they really did right by Val Kilmer, and I thought that was lovely how they were able to do that. Don't worry, Renee, I'll be careful. I'm doing my darndest to be careful. Although admittedly, yesterday evening before our date, James had to help me get out of a flower bed. I've been in a place. All right, we're going to get to the elephant in the room here soon. So if you were planning on jumping out, we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about some stuff that I need to talk about. But yeah, we have been getting out. Reagan and I, you guys know, if you watch our vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again, you will know that Reagan and I went and saw Lightyear, and that was fantastic. We had the most lovely time. Mariah was at her friend's house all day having fun, so it only made sense. Time for Mommy and Reagan to go on a date. I can't remember the last time we went on a date other than Disney World. Oh, hello, Phyllis. And that's something else that I want to do with, kind of the rest of the summer is some of these one-on-one dates. We had talked about this in the past. I'm going to have some almonds. Hope you guys don't mind. We had talked about doing some of these smaller one-on-one activities because financially, fiscally more realistic and doable. And then also so that we get time together more regularly and they're not just waiting for that one-on-one time. What do you call it? Big trips. Yeah. Hello, Marie. I'm enjoying creeping into your home life. You, comment of the day. Comment of the day. Yes. Marie, why'd you take it back? Put it back. That was the best comment I've ever seen. Marie, put it back. Today is a day for weirdness. Today is the very day, the perfect day, Marie. Oh, God. Let's just, let me finish eating my almonds. I haven't eaten anything today yet. We spent the morning, and we're going to after this too, getting the cleaning done, getting that stuff out of the way. And then, I don't know. Happy late birthday, Phyllis. Let's see. I think who was saying, oh, yep. Margaret, Miss Margaret. Tomorrow is her birthday, the big 5-0. Happy birthday tomorrow, Margaret. Ooh, what is that about gin? Certain words catch my attention. Oh, she got her some new underclothing. I love new underclothing and socks and a big cake and pink gin and lemonade. Oh, that sounds fabulous. That's a thing. When you get a new toothbrush, a new set of really nice sheets, bed sheets, new underclothing. I mean, that's good. That's happiness. Hopefully we don't end up with like pieces all over my teeth. Marie, don't be silly. Not mad at all. Not even a little bit. Hi, Viva. Your comment, Marie, is just right in line with today. It's perfect. It doesn't get better than that. And I'm honored to have you come into kind of, my family. Here for whatever it is we're doing right now. What are they doing? Oh, they're playing game. They've made an agreement that I was able to facilitate. Oh, thanks, Rita. That's my Halloween one that I got at Spirit Halloween. What do you need?
I heard you talking about.
No, I can talk about you. It doesn't mean you need to come in here. Go play. So we made a deal. They're going to do Reagan and Mimi, they're going to do a half hour playing her game where all the stuffed animals are at the movies.
Yeah, we're making a movie.
And then they'll spend a half hour doing Reagan's game, which, shocker, is a computer game. So, guys, all right. How to preface and disclaim. Yeah. Sorry, I'm okay. It's just a bit of a cold that just will not go away. Oh, thank you, Robin. That is so incredibly generous. I don't feel like an amazing lady all the time, and especially lately. But I absolutely appreciate that. So, as I was saying, I had recorded a video yesterday, and I was going to put it up on the grown-up channel, my kind of personal, unfiltered, uncensored channel, Frugal Mama's Time Out. I was going to put it there because I know that the majority of our audience on that channel are our most loyal Frugal Family viewers that we've had with us forever and ever. And so I felt comfortable putting it there. But then I thought about, well, this affects all of our viewership. Some, they don't, won't bother them at all. They don't care. But But, when life happens, it affects your ability to work, your ability to, what am I trying to say? Guys, here's the disclaimer. And we're going to preface this. And I'm going to try to put it more nicely than I did in the video I recorded yesterday. And I've talked it out with my husband and when something is going on in your life and you work a regular job, you can go talk to your HR. You can talk to your supervisor. Get your coffee, Renee. You're going to need it. You can talk to your supervisor. You can get, FMLA, time off for family stuff. You can get some accommodations, perhaps, if you work a regular job. I don't work a regular job. I'm a full-time mom and wife, and I do YouTube. And that doesn't exist for YouTubers. Now, if I were doing content that didn't show my face, content where I didn't interact personally, I need to tighten that bra strap, where I didn't interact personally with our community of friends, it would be different. But the reality is, I don't have a boss or an HR that I can go talk to, because I'm all of those. And you guys aren't fellow employees, you're viewers. And so and friends. And so the dynamics are so different in these parasocial relationships with this particular kind of employment. So I've been trying to figure, how the hell am I going to do this? Because once you put something out on the internet, it's out there. It's out there. It exists forever. And you never know who's going to find it, what they're going to do with it, how it will affect other people, or yourself. So that's point number one. Point number two is parasocial relationships. I didn't even know that was a word up until recently. And what is that? That's the relationship that you and I No, I'm not going to take a leave, Stephanie. Nope. I would lose my sanity if I did. So we bring you into, like Marie was saying, into our home and into our lives to a degree. And so that forms this really weird relationship where you guys know us pretty well, at least the edited version of us, but I don't know you, most of you, like personally, you know? And so in as much as you feel like you're part of our family and living our life with us, that's not actually the situation. And so, and then especially when it comes to my children, that's a whole other matter. But this is something that has been affecting our lives for almost 3 years now, and we are in the deepest throes right now, and it is affecting my ability to make content. And I feel like if I don't get this out there in some shape or form, then I'm just not going to be able to keep doing this. So, and it will become obvious that there's stuff going on, and then you start getting questions, and then whatever, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So that brings me to point number 3, and then I'll finally get to the point. The main point. I'm not going to answer questions. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to answer personal messages about this topic unless I'm already discussing it with you. I do not mean to hurt any feelings that way. This has nothing to do with feelings and leaving people out or anything like that at all. None. It comes down to personal responsibility as a parent. It comes down to privacy of a minor and how any info that's out there in the world will affect people for the rest of their lives, potentially. It comes down to a very delicate balance. Hi, Denise. A very delicate balance of how much is someone else's story and when does it become your story as well, because you're living it with them and dealing with it with them. And I am at my personal breaking point. That's where we are right now. We are, for myself, I'm trying to keep things as normal and as regular as possible for everyone in the house, which is very trying. I have been in my own personal hell this week. So I'm going to tell you what's up. You're going to give us your love and support, even your prayers. I'll take those too. Whether or not I feel like they do any bit of good, because there sure have been a lot of prayers that, you know, a lot of people have prayed, but those haven't made a difference. I'm not meaning to insult your religion, but it does shit for me. I'm not going to answer questions. I'm not going to answer messages. I'm not going to give details because we don't owe anyone details. No amount of money or parasocial friendships, you know, have bought or earned the right to have these personal details. And that's probably going to come across in some kind of way, but it is what it is. And I'm putting it nicer than I did in the initial video. I want to get out ahead of this before anyone else decides to spread our personal lives around. That has been threatened. So please don't ask questions. Please don't offer advice. I don't want advice. I don't need advice. We have spent 3 houses worth of a fortune on professionals, people that know what they're doing. I do not want advice. I do not want people saying, go to Jesus. I do not want questions. And from this point on, after I let y'all know, then that's it. I am not answering questions. I'm not doing it. But the reality is my Olivia, my oldest, is very, very sick. Bonnie, you're here just in time. Going to reiterate, please do not ask questions. Please, for the love of whatever you hold holy, do not tell me to turn to Jesus. And please do not offer your own even well-intentioned advice. because that's not what I need. I have had teams of the best professionals in their field in the state, some even in the country, trying to help us with this issue. Olivia's very sick. She is in the hospital again. I am not going to go into the details other than to tell you it is a lockdown facility, and she has been in and out of these facilities for the past almost 3 years. And we have been doing everything we possibly can to keep her alive until she's able to get enough help to get her where she needs to be. We have had amazing medical care, amazing first responders. We have had fantastic teams of psychiatrists and therapists and local pharmacists. My kid is very sick and has been for some time. And my family is in our own personal flavor of hell right now. We are in hell. And we are not the only ones. And there is an alarming prevalence of this right now among young people. We are not the only ones. In a lot of ways, to be honest, I wish I could talk about this more because, oh, look, you guys come get the kitty. She's on the counter. Gatita, bájate. Bájate, gatita.
Get down.
You got to see the
I'm
cat.
gonna eat you.
Isn't she wonderful? I'm not going to answer questions. I am not going to take advice. I will take love, kindness, support. That is what we need, is love, kindness, support, and patience. Patience would be great too. If you notice that this affects our videos, our output, well, now you know why. Lightning, Anna, absolutely. That, for whatever reason, my Disney crap has been a big part of keeping us going. We will continue to do whatever we have to do to continue to get the best possible care for my child and to keep her alive as long as possible. That is what we will do. That is what we are doing. But I think it's important for people to understand that we are just people with an internet connection. That's what we are. We're just an average family in Utah with an internet connection. We're not anything beyond that. We're just people. Just like you, just like everybody else. That's it. And we deal with struggles and problems the same as everyone else. As I was saying, there is a huge prevalence right now of this in young people, and it is devastating. It is absolutely devastating. And our thoughts are just to enjoy and love our child as long as we have the good fortune to be able to do so. I wish sometimes I could talk more openly about it. I would love to be part of removing the stigma of mental health disorders and disease. I would love to be able to be a place where people could come for support, or I could get support in, this kind of thing as parents and caregivers. But we can't do that because my child is a minor. And this is, it's our story, it's our family story, but it's also her story. And this doesn't need to follow her into, adulthood across the internet. So that's that's what we're gonna say. And to just reiterate, and I say this with love and with kindness, but also with firmness, I am not answering messages about this topic. I won't. I'm even going to filter my messages by keywords. I will not be answering messages about it. Not going to happen. I will not be giving any more details other than what I already have. That is my limit. No, I'm not going to pray about it. Do not tell me to pray about it. I don't know how many, and like I said, this is no offense intended to your own personally held beliefs, but again, those are the operative words there. They are personally held beliefs. And I've had plenty of experience with prayer and with family praying, and guess what? My kid is still in a lockdown facility. So please do not patronize me that way. I, again, do not mean to offend, but that's my truth right now, okay? And I'll respect your beliefs, but I do hope you'll respect keeping your own away from me, because I can't deal with that right now, if ever again. Just love, support, kindness, and the patience that you guys show in spades for me. That's what my family needs right now. We have amazing medical and mental health care. Just amazing teams of people that have worked with my child. But you will not see Olivia, and I know that's part of why I wanted to address this and get on top of it, is because I know there will be comments, where's Lulu, da da da, or if I were just to say as per usual, oh, she's in the hospital, and then me and the kids run off to Disneyland, I'm going to get a lot of shit like, how dare you go and enjoy time with your kids when your kid is in the hospital? I can't be with my kid in the hospital. We get to visit, that's it. And this will be probably for the rest of the summer. So I don't need to have people saying, because I've gotten that shit before. Now, granted, those people didn't know what the hospital situation was. The 2 times that I was at Disney World with either Reagan or Mariah, and Olivia was hospitalized at the time. They didn't know. Oh, mom wouldn't have been able to go in anyway. How about that? Obviously, if my presence being there with my child would make a difference, that's where I would be. Obviously. Anyway, so please, just love us. Just support us with your kindness and your hugs. I see a lot of hugs here in the comments. Thank you. Thank you. But no, I'm not answering any questions about it. No, I do not want advice. I do not want advice, because I'm already being advised by lots of professionals. Okay? Coffee. But yeah, I knew people would be asking, where's Lulu? Why haven't we seen Lulu? And I just physically can't handle all those questions popping up in my comments. It was a matter of, did I want to talk about this? No, God, no. And yet the other half of me really wanted to. But also, I just don't want to have to deal with the, where's Lulu? What's going on? Da-da-da. Anyway, Andrea, thank you so much. And Andrea, you've been with us for like ever. I appreciate you. So yes, we are in our own personal hell right now. It's a sizzling place, and we are doing whatever the hell we can to keep our family sane and well during this time, as we have been doing for almost 3 years now. So what are we going to do to just keep on keeping on? Well, like I said, and I think Colin had popped up in here and asked about dumpster diving. If you missed it, I was saying at the beginning, we are going to attempt some Lookie Loos this weekend as kind of a sanity preserving and therapeutic exercise of getting the hell out of the house, because that is something that's not good for you. Even when you're not dealing with shit like this, just getting out of your house is so vital. Even if it's just out to your back garden, which we're doing that too. It's important. It really is important. And it's important to, especially for the kids that are going through this and are not the center of attention of the one that is sick. It's so important. And that, Reagan and I, we went to the movies, and then James and I went to the movies, and the kids and I, now that my foot is on the mend and I can actually, go a little ways, you're going to see us going some places. keeping gas in mind that it's insane right now. We're going to do what we can within, what we can handle and what's feasible. But we're going to still have our freaking summer of fun because we need it. I think the world needs a summer of fun right now. So we're going to. We are going to be going and doing some things. Did you know that it is okay to still have happy moments and joy even when one of your family members is very ill? Not only that, it is vital. Take this from Dr. Julie. It is vital. Sorry, I keep feeling like I got pieces of almonds everywhere. It's vital to continue having moments of joy and fun and happiness when one of your family members is very ill. It is vital. Otherwise, you will fall into the pits of despair and there's no one coming and getting you out of there. I just had this image flash through my mind of Carrie Elwes in The Princess Bride. And then when he jumps into the, what do they call them on there? They had like a name for it. They're in that forest thing. Shit. Sorry, my filter's off today. I'll keep the F-bomb out of here, but that's the best I can do for you. What did they call it? Come on, guys. Princess Bride. So there's Carrie Elwes and Buttercup, and they're going through, what is that place called? It's that forest that has, the rodents of unusual size and the sand pits. What are the names they had for those? Let's look it up. I happen to have my computer so handy right here. Because I think where he was like, had the suction cups and was like sucking the life out of him. I think that is the pit of despair. But what was the forest? Let's see, Forest in the Princess Bride. What was it called? It had a name. The Fire Swamp. God, how could I not remember that? The Fire Swamp. Had the Fire Swamp. And let's see. What were the... this is going to drive me crazy. He had different names. There was like the three things. Oh, there was the... There was like fire. Okay, so there was the sand pits, the quicksand. There were the rodents of unusual size, and there were the fire thingies. Yeah, Colin, that's your answer right there. Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna give it a try this weekend, Colin. Wish us luck. It'll be a little different because I'll have Reagan and Mariah doing the majority of the recording and stuff. Well, that's what I anticipate. We'll see how it turns out. But what did they call it? God, what did they call it? Rodents of unusual size. You know what I need to, let's see. What were the dangers in the forest in The Princess Bride? That's what I need to do. The flame bursts. Is that what they called them? Snow sand. They didn't call them that. The problem, something that's going to happen right here, right now, is this is triggering a rabbit hole dive into this. Flame spurts. Is that what they called them? Hallelujah. Judy, my darling Judy. Finish this live stream out with us, Judy, and then I need you to rewatch the broadcast. Lightning sand. That's what they called it. Cynthia, you're so great. Judy, you're going to want to get caught up on what is going on, and I'm not going to repeat any of it now because I was able to get all of it out, and that's all I was able to do with that. And now I have completely switched gears, but Judy, you're definitely someone that I would want to know what's going on, so please either rewind back right now or watch it on the rebroadcast. Lightning sand, flame spurts, and rodents of unusual size. Cynthia, you're the one. So yeah, I'm going to end up on a deep dive into those details. Incidentally, that also brings me to one of the other things that I'm going to be working on, because like I was saying earlier, the content that I do involves my face and my smile, which I'm not always up to putting out there. especially right now, unless it's like a tequila-induced smile or something. So I am going to be looking into and working on and finally putting my degree to use and doing some deep dive videos that are going to be so completely random and are just about what I happen to be thinking about at the moment. That is not going to be happening here, not on the Frugal Family, but on one of my other channels. I haven't decided which yet. Or maybe I'll have like two different, oh, Cynthia, stop it. Okay. Hey, I worked at McDonald's for years to pay for the braces on these teeth. I still wear my retainers at least 3 times a week, and I've had my braces off for 21, 22 years, something like that. 23 years, God. Have I shown you guys pictures of my teeth before I had braces? One of these times I'm going to. Just know that my nickname, oh, a horrible one that still hurts my heart, was Snaggletooth. Kids are shit. You know that? Kids can be so mean and so horrible. Siblings especially. But anyway, I think with the deep dives, because you guys know I get like hyper focused on a topic and I just dig into it and go down that rabbit hole when I think of something I just want to learn about. Because I love learning, I love researching, so why not do something with it? So what I think I'll do, and you guys are always a great sounding board, and you help me think all this stuff out, but maybe the more grown-up things that I get interested in, those will be on Frugal Mama's Timeout. And then the more family-friendly topics that I jump down the rabbit hole with and do a video about, those will be on the family vlog channel. Frugal Family Flies Again. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe. But they're going to be random because that's the way my brain works. I'm always thinking of just the most random stuff. You know what, Cynthia, we should do? We should do one about teeth. Absolutely. We should do one about teeth and the history of brushing teeth. And okay, so this brings to mind, here in Utah, we have one theme park. Well, it's not a theme park. It's an amusement park called Lagoon. And I've brought you guys there with us before in the past. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And we'll probably go there at least once this year. Maybe. We'll see. But they have a section. It's my favorite part of the park. And it's a Pioneer Village is what it's called. And there are little shops all along the way. But they're not actually where you could shop. They're just historical settings with real historical pieces and antiques and whatever, and you can come look. You can't like go in, but you can, that's okay, Rita. I'm just glad you're here. You go in and you see these artifacts, these antiques, whether it's, you know, a barbershop or a music store or a general goods market, but also a dentist's office. And oh my Lord, the dentist tools, guys, we are so lucky. I know the world is going to hell in a handbasket and it's all just a shit show right now. I know that, especially today. So much stuff going on today that I'm not getting into because we're not doing politics on here, but it's a dark day. So worldwide and in my family. But guys, in that dentist shop, the tools, and they didn't have general anesthesia or even really good like lidocaine and stuff when they were using those torture devices. Have you seen, oh God, have you seen the implements that were available to dentists back in the day? Guys, every time I go in there, and this same amusement park also does a Halloween thing called Frightmares. I had never thought of them using that Pioneer Village area and the little shops in there until last week. Adam the Woo, he's a pretty big YouTuber that I've followed for years and years. He was in Utah and touring some places, and he went there, and he said, "Oh, I bet they use this at Halloween." Well, they don't. They don't do anything with it. They really should. All they generally do is like a little kids maze there down the Pioneer Village street. But they don't utilize those little shops. Oh my God. I mean, I know you got to be careful. It's antiques, stuff like that. But it would just be like one actor could be in there utilizing that torture chamber that was, you know, that's an old timey dentist's office thing. The things they could do with that. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, they could really play that up. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, dental pain is terrible. Oh God. James had his wisdom teeth out the other week. And yeah, at 39 years old, had his wisdom teeth out. That was an experience. My poor guy. Ugh. Although I will say it was nice for me to be able to be his caretaker for once. Because you know that all the time, him and my kids are caretakers. Well, okay, fine, not all the time. Mama does do a hell of a lot for them, but but then I get, hard on myself, especially during times like now. Anyway, yeah, I don't care for dental pain. Or when you have to get shots. Oh God, when you have to get shots in your gums and such. Did you know, now times have changed. So Olivia's had braces, Reagan has braces right now, and Mariah, she'll get braces like next year or the year after. And when I had mine done by the same fabulous, yummy smelling, delicious looking orthodontist that he did my teeth as well. Oh, Bonnie, that sucks. Have you tried refreshing? I don't know if that'll help, but maybe it will. But anyway, excuse me. So, shoot, what was I going to say? I got off into a place thinking about my lovely orthodontist. Oh, yeah. So, in my day, these bottom teeth down here, instead of pulling more teeth, because we had already pulled so many teeth, as much as it's contrary to popular belief, I'm not a big mouth. I mean, I do have a big mouth, but obviously size-wise, it's not that big. They had to pull a lot of teeth to make room in here. So rather than pull more teeth, oh, this is terrible. And I don't think they do this anymore. I hope they don't do this anymore. And I would not let them do this to my kids. But they filed these ones down. Like they had a diamond tipped file. I don't know if it's like, right here I've got like a nail file. We're going to be playing with these today. Hello, Visaka. Visaka, definitely rewind in the live stream to catch some pretty important stuff or watch the rebroadcast. It's stuff I'm not going to repeat again because it's tricky stuff, but please do. I hope you'll catch up on the news. But anyway, they filed them down. Literally, they put the file thing in between these bottom teeth. These, in between those bottom front teeth. They filed each of them down. And they said to me, okay, this is gonna, there'll be some pressure. Don't you hate that? That's what they always say. There's gonna be some pressure. Yeah, there's some pressure. God. It's way more than pressure. And not just that, blood. Just like, yeah, that was one of the most horrific things. Luckily, I have forgotten that pain, and it has since been, outshined by other painful events, childbirth, my foot this time, several surgeries. So, we've been able to, move past that. But that was horrible. And I don't think they do that anymore. I hope they don't do that anymore. The progress we've made, the things they can do now. My retainers now are just, they look like the Invisalign things. So no more is it like a pallet plate thing with like a metal wire. I mean, you can get those, I guess, but mine are these other things, which actually I kind of miss the other ones. Sorry, now we're just bouncing all over. I miss the other ones because if you had like a canker sore, which I'm prone to canker sores, you could put the old kind of retainer in and it would cover that canker sore so that it was able to heal. So I do kind of miss them that way. But, guys, we're going to be okay. Whatever happens, we're going to be okay. None of us are promised tomorrow. And so what this does for me, between everything going on with my child and with Texas and those 4th grade babies and with just anything and everything in this life, and then with my cancer scare, which we're still in the middle of, that's a whole nother thing. I'll come back to that in a sec. What that has taught me or reiterated to me is that life is so precious and so incredibly short. It's just so short. And then it's done, and then it's gone, and that's it. And it can happen tomorrow to any of us. And because of that, guys, we just got to live. I know there's plenty of you, and I respect your belief that you've got, that this is like a stepping stone to your next life, or, whatever, to heaven. I don't have that. That's not me. We have this. This is what I believe in, is that we have this right here, right now. And I want to make the most of it that I possibly can. If there is something after, wonderful. Hallelujah. I'd love to see my daddy. I'd love to raise my baby that I didn't get to. There's, I have a lot of family, and I'd love to float around in the clouds forever annoying people. But if that isn't the case, or haunting people, I would like that. I want to just enjoy and make the most of, hi Shatika, the here and the now. And I've spent a lot of days with my foot up on the couch because of this stupid foot. I've spent a lot of days crying in the bathroom. And I don't want to do that anymore. Obviously, if you need to put your foot up, you need to put your foot up. We're going to do our damnedest to avoid any more injuries. But I can't just sit and cry in the bathroom, because that doesn't help anything. It is good for you to cry to an extent. It's healthy, it's therapeutic, but you don't want to get stuck there and put up curtains in the pits of despair. You don't want to do it, because we don't know. We don't know. Regardless of what you believe, life is a finite thing. It's a finite thing. And whether or not you believe you're going somewhere after this, the reality is when this life ends, this life ends. And I want to make the most of it. Which is why we are continuing the summer of fun, and you will see us doing things and going places as much as we're able to. Maybe even Disneyland, if my foot will allow it. Because life is short. Life is so incredibly short. And I want to live it. I want to enjoy it. I want to make the most of it with family, with friends. My best good friend from high school. We met when we were 14. We had just moved here, my family. I was 14 years old, and I met this girl. I think it was in a science class. And she was telling me, what was she telling me? She was a talker. So we got along great that way. She was telling me, if I remember correctly, about her uncle who had been made unalive by someone else. You got to be careful with words on here. You get demonetized. I had never met this girl before, and she's telling me, thank you, Linnea, or is it Linnea? Either way, Linnea. Oh, what a gorgeous name. I didn't even know this girl, and she was telling me about this horrible tragedy, and I'm like, okay. And we became best friends. Yeah. Oh, a phone call from a number I don't know. We became best friends, and here we are, 41 years old. She is the one who, if you've been with us a while, you'll know that I had a friend whose sister had been lost as adults, and ended up having her remains recovered in the woods a couple years ago. So if you've been with us a while, you'll know about that. Well, this is that same friend. That's why I'm not giving out any, names or identifiers. Let's call her Lucy. Shelby, let's call her Lucy. Anyhow, and we just, it's funny. We won't see each other for like 3 years or talk for like, months. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, one of us will get a hold of the other. This time it was her getting a hold of me. And it's like nothing ever, like we were never apart. We were never apart. Because we've been through so much hell together. we have bonds that like she had me squatting on her couch, not physically squatting, but just staying on her couch for, weeks after my divorce in the young days. I was with her through her child going through cancer. I was with her through her divorce. We were with each other just through everything. And so we won't see each other or talk for ages. And then we get back together and those bonds, I know some of you have had the privilege and the good fortune of having someone like that in your life. And it's a great privilege. And then it's just like, it's the same old jokes and the same old connection. And it's weird how that works. But she got a hold of me and she's coming down today, coming to visit. Next time, my foot should hopefully be good and I'll be able to go see her. She, we're like, an hour apart driving wise, and I can't drive for an hour yet. Not with this stupid foot. I will be able to though soon, hopefully. And so I'll go visit her. We're going to kind of suss over her garden and see what she's got going on as soon as I'm able to drive that distance. But she's going to come down and hang out today. And I am so excited for that. Oh God, I'm so excited for that. These are the things, guys. These are the things that get us through. These are the things that I want to be embracing. I'm going to get together with some high school friends. Melissa, if you see this, let's talk. Let's get this figured out. I can say her name because she's commented in our videos before with her name. So gonna work on getting something together with my high school girlfriends and go out for drinks or something, get together and get out of the house. I've been spending a lot of time out in the gardens and trying to bring you along for some of that here and there. But also, even with gas the way that it is, my husband is like, yeah, it's expensive, but get out of the house, Julie. God damn, get out of the house. Jamie Jaime Marie. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Jamie Jaime Marie. That's what I call her. Please rewatch the video when it rebroadcasts, or go or rewind and watch. A lot of important stuff we covered today that I'm not going to repeat. So please do. Oh, Renee, my darling love, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. I'm so grateful for you, Renee. I'm so grateful for you. But anyhow, yeah, my husband is like, get out, go, because he's seen me sinking. You guys know I have my own mental health struggles and have for most of my life, and I'm in recovery, almost 3 years now from an eating disorder. My mind is in a very hellish place right now, and I don't even believe in hell. So isn't that interesting? Sorry, I forgot to turn the sound off on this, but getting out is so necessary. It's so necessary. And I know for some, that's not even a possibility. Some are just homebound, and I'm sorry that you're not able to get out. But if you can even have a little, potted plant, something that you can have with you. Plants and gardening, a lot of you know what I'm talking about. I know Cynthia knows what I'm talking about. Plants and gardening, it's a great workout for one thing, but not just for your body, for your soul, for your mind. Gardening, I don't know, even when it doesn't go right and you kill all the plants, then that at least makes you grateful that you're not one of your plants. So there's something about it. Yeah, see, Cynthia? Yeah, absolutely. Cynthia, though, man, she grows all kinds of amazing stuff. I wish I could. But to be honest, my focus has always been on the flowers. And then if there happens to be edible stuff that makes it, then I just call that, bonus. That's just gravy. For me, it's the flowers. Speaking of which, if any of you happen to have advice on lupins and delphiniums, God damn, I have never. Hi, Diane. Diane, please watch from the beginning this video if you haven't, because I only just now saw you pop up. Please rewatch it. A lot of important stuff. Hello, Lorraine. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, Visaka. Oh, I love that name. That's another one, Visaka. I don't even know if I say it right, but God, that's beautiful. I love how it rolls off the tongue. Visaka. Ooh, yeah, gardening. It's so good for you. It is. But if you guys happen to have any tips on lupins and delphiniums, I have not yet conquered those, and I'm trying so hard to, and I'm growing them from seed. I've bought them potted before too. Couldn't make those last. There's some plants I have no problem. They'll last forever, and I do really well with them. But then there's some others that for whatever reason I was doing something wrong. Come to find out, I was doing a deep dive into strawberries and trying to figure out how I could get my strawberries to be more productive, especially the ones in pots, and really dove into that yesterday. And oh, I know, Cynthia, that's true. My fruit trees are amazing. Okay, let's do that. That's important. Cynthia, thank you. It is important to focus on the fact that, yeah, actually, I do pretty damn well with fruit trees. I'm really good at that. Thank you, Daddy, rest in peace, taught me how to do fruit trees. But then there's some other things that I cannot conquer. My grandpa, on my mom's side of the family, he can take a branch off of any tree. Doesn't matter. He just sticks it in the ground, and before you know it, there's a beautiful tree there. I can't do that yet. I don't like the can't. Let's stop with the can't. I have not yet mastered that, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. But delphiniums and lupins, please, if you are the lupin queen or king and delphinium diva, or I'm trying to alliterate here, English major, give me some thoughts. But I'm going to jump in and I'm going to do a deep dive. And as I was talking about earlier, that I wanted to do some videos that don't necessarily show my face, especially for the days that I just can't put my face out there while we're going through the things we're going through. I am going to do some with these deep dives into certain fruits, vegetables, and flowers, because I got to figure this stuff out. I am saying it right, Visaka? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Visaka, if I could make you smile. Well, we're already over time, so I brought a smile to Visaka's face, and that is success, and I will call that a win for today, a win for humanity. That's a win. That's a win. Between that and getting the kids to help with the household chores, I will call those things successful. This will be a successful, well-used day. Yes. Thank you, Visaka. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna do some deep dives into these different, because remember I said that this year, rather than buying new plants, and I've stuck to that, I have bought bulbs, I have bought seeds, okay, but no new plants unless they're on clearance. And instead, I've been putting my time and energy as I'm able, or putting my kids' time and energy into taking care of the plants that we already have. Lorraine, thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. Lorraine, I don't know how much of the live stream you've been here for today, but please do rewind or rewatch, because we talk about a lot of stuff today that I will not talk about again, probably. But that is very important. But yeah, anyway, plants. I'm going to be doing a lot with the plants. Going to be doing some videos about those, because I've been figuring some stuff out. And it's funny, there are so many simple things that I didn't know. For instance, okay, we'll give you a sneak peek into what I've been learning about strawberries. Did you know two things? And if you happen to be growing strawberries, you don't need to wait till we get the till you get the thing, the full video, but check this action out. Did you know that strawberries are similar to like my hen and chicks, in that they don't need hardly any soil? That's a horrible sentence, English major. Hardly any soil. They want like crappy soil. Here I had been giving them the most lush, fabulous, miracle grow soil. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want sandy, well-draining, crap soil. That's what they want. No wonder they're not the ones, especially in the pots, because that has like superfood soil. No wonder they're not doing great in the pots, but the ones, that are out at the edges of the gardens where the soil is this thick are just like thriving. I didn't know this. Not only that, I'll keep an eye on that, Cynthia. Yeah, I have started working on trying to answer comments better again and check messages. It turns out I do have several offers for some sponsorships and things and product reviews that I'm looking into doing, just because Mama's got bills to pay and places to go. But anyway, tip number 2 on strawberries. And I feel so stupid not knowing this. But please keep in mind, self-taught gardener. I watch Gardener's World and I watch YouTube videos and I read online and then I try and fail a lot. I mean, a lot. So there's things I just didn't know. I've made the mistake of assuming that, oh, this plant is going to be like this plant and this one's going to be like that. No. Each one is its own unique entity that has evolved from a different location in a different way to different circumstances. And I need to know what each and every one of those are. That's probably what a lot of our videos are going to be about. I think I'm going to put most of those on Frugal Family Flies again, because that's where it makes sense to put them. Yeah. Anyway, so the other tip. So tip 1, they like crap soil, strawberries, and not a lot of it. Tip 2, the runners that come off of them, I feel so stupid not having put all this together. If your plant, especially in a pot, has a lot of runners, that can be a reason that you're not getting good fruit or big fruit or much fruit, because so much of the energy is going into those runners. And if those runners are in a pot, they're not able to set down anywhere and put in roots to absorb more nutrients, because you can start new plants from the runners. They'll do it themselves. They've done it out here in the yard. I just hadn't thought about it. The fact that, oh, runners did that and made that plant there and that plant there, because I know I didn't plant them right there. The runners did that. And so the runners, just like with several other viney type of fruits and vegetables and plants, they will put down roots as the runners go along. But if they have nowhere to put the roots down, then all they are suckers. They're just sucking and sucking and sucking the energy. You see? And so what you've got to do is chop off those runners so that the energy goes back into fruiting. And you can take those runners and go and plant them elsewhere if you want to. Now, if you've just got a big open space, you can let the runners do their thing and they'll, make a whole field of strawberries for you. But if you've got them in pots, which most of mine are, you got to cut those runners off. And you got to give them crappy soil. 2 of the things that I learned. There's several more. But we'll get into that in a more in-depth kind of voiceover video on the family vlog channel. And now back to answer, it's Julie N. and I think a couple others asked, what about my guts? What's going on there? Guys, Julie, didn't I answer you when I told you weren't going to like the answer? Didn't I? Did you see that I answered your comment? Because I'm working on answering the comments. I pushed the next appointment back. Is that a responsible thing to do? No, probably not. But with everything going on with my foot happening and then getting Olivia situated in a facility, yeah, rewatch the video if you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, Stephanie, I'm so glad. That's wonderful. With all of that in mind and not being able to drive until the last couple days, and I can't drive very far, I pushed the appointment, the follow-up with the gut doctor, the specialist, I pushed it back a month. My husband's upset about it. He keeps pushing me about it, and I will go. I will, okay? But guys, I just don't have the mental or emotional or even physical strength right now to go through more tests, more poking and prodding and a transvaginal ultrasound, which is what would be the next test. because they've ruled out wacky stuff in my guts. The biopsies came back clean. You know, in order to get to a final diagnosis, they have to check off, you know, all these other things, which includes my ovaries. I don't have anything else of my, you know, girl machinery, but I still have the ovaries, and they could be causing, which is so weird. Did you know your ovaries can cause digestive problems? What the hell is evolution? What were you doing? Yeah, your ovaries can cause intestinal pain and problems. What is that? Anyway, so in order to get to a final diagnosis of either IBD or IBS or whatever, we would have to rule out my ovaries. And I don't know if you've ever had a transvaginal ultrasound. They're not painful per se, but they are invasive. And then it's more blood work. And then if it's not the ovaries, then you feel like a crazy person because another test came back clean and it's not that. So now we either just live with it or we do another test and another one and another one and it drains everything that you have. Not financially anymore at this point, hallelujah. We've met our max out of pocket for the year. But that doesn't take care of what it does to you mentally and emotionally. I know some of you have been through the extreme diagnostic process and you know what I'm talking about. And I've done this before when we were trying to figure out what was wrong with me another time, and it ended up being my gallbladder. They tested me 8 ways to Sunday, and it took months of this test and this one and this one and this one. And the doctor's looking at you like, everything looks normal. Have you thought about seeing a therapist? I can't go through that right now, guys. Therapy, yes, and we are doing that, and that's good. But I don't have it in me to take care of my family, my children, my husband, myself, others, to get Olivia everything that she needs, to keep doing my job here, which I have to do. It pays my bills. Okay. And I do have bills and ways that I supplement the family income. Okay. So I do have to keep doing this. There's no sick pay. There's no paid time off. Okay. In order to keep doing all of those things, I don't have enough left in here to go through that just arduous diagnostic process right now. I don't. This would be what, the 3rd or 4th time of going through a process like this, because I get all the like weird stuff. My body, if it's weird, it's going to happen to me. And so of course it's not immediately obvious to most doctors or even specialists the way that my body presents a problem. Those aren't the normal symptoms. That's not the way my body works. So we have to go through hell to get to what the actual problem is because it doesn't present like everybody else. Mutant. I'm a mutant. Something like that. I don't know. Look at us going overtime again. This happened last week too, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, God.
By an hour, I think.
Hey, Reagan, did you turn on the Wonderland sprinkler?
Yeah.
Will you set a timer here in the kitchen for an hour? Let's let it have 1 more hour before you switch it. Yeah, go ahead. I don't think I have anything else to say today. Oh, God. I'm so grateful for you guys. Cynthia, I think I do too, because I gotta pee. It always ends this way. I have to pee.
Loud?
Yeah, that was Reagan's opening a Sprite. I am so grateful for you. All of you.
Never mind, this has paint in it.
Even the ones that, well, you're going to have rotten apples no matter what. I don't want to think about rotten apples. Let's just think about you wonderful people. Because you guys, you're the core. You're the core. You are. There's Laura too. You guys are the core. You are. You are. Anyway, I appreciate you. I'm going to go to the bathroom. It's going to be a fun time. Then I'm going to do some stuff with my plants.
Well,
Then I'm going to visit with my best friend.
Well, me and Mariah are playing Minecraft.
Then I'm going to visit my baby. And I don't know what else. But I'm grateful for you guys. And we will see you on Sunday with our attempt at a Lookie Loo with Mama's bum foot and bum gut problems, digestive health. What are you going to do? Anyway, I appreciate you. And we will see you on Sunday. Jamie, Jaime, Marie, let me know how it goes with the strawberries. I'm going to be trimming mine too. I love you guys. I do so much. Laura, I almost just flipped you off, Laura. Laura. She said, we're going to end with this because it's so perfect. Oh, Laura's been with us forever. She can get away with this. She said, Julie, the day you run out of things to say, it really will be the apocalypse. Love you. I love you too. We'll see you guys soon on one of the channels. That's my thing. I have 3 channels that I keep up with, and there will be a video on at least one of those 3 each day. So I hope you subscribe to all 3 of them. Frugal Mama's Timeout, Frugal Family Flies Again, and then here, the Frugal Family. Have a beautiful day. Make the most. Make the most of it.